Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Awesomenauts Rumble tournament stream. Once again, my name is Mr. Pillow, and joining with me here is once again the wonderful, the legend, Uberancy. How you doing, Uber?
I am good. I don't know if I'm worthy of a legend status, but hey, whatever floats your boat. But we're back. We have gone through, I believe, 4 sets so far in this stream, and now we're on to our 5th. And we got a good one now. We got Team Samsung Galaxy, as you may remember from the April gathers, and Team Here to Lose, who we saw earlier today. So a couple of pretty good teams here. And, well, we're on the 5th set of the day, so we're getting into the stream, but we'll see how everything goes, and we got a nice looking match for you today.
Indeed we do. It is Here to Lose. That's Pushkin, that's Jambo, that's Skinner, that's Banas Ketchup. They had a very decent matchup earlier versus we and Nakata, and now they're moving on to round 2 versus your 3rd place winner of the last tournament, Samsung Galaxy. That's Tempest, that's Zuji, that's 9volt, and that is our own tournament administrator, Slevins. Look, I want to go ahead and remind everyone that we do have our bet system going into the match. Guess who you think is going to win? All you gotta do is type red team or blue team. Guess correctly to be eligible for a giveaway after the match. With that said, we're gonna get into the first match. It's Leon, Jimmy, Sentry after banning out Genji and Swiggins versus Ted, Penny, and Scoop after banning out Benny and Derpel. What do you think about these comps, Uber?
Oh, I think I have the wrong draft screen up. Oh dear, I think I've got the wrong draft screen up. Stacy's, but from what I heard, yeah, that's the right one. But from what I heard, yeah, now I've got it. But the Derpel and Benny bans make a lot of sense for the bans on Ribbit, because those are very potent Ribbit knots. But looking at the actual comps here, we can see, well, the bans are all very, very like popular high tier bans. But looking at the actual teams, we've got Ted, Lux, and Sentry. I believe, making sure I'm on the right draft here. But Ted, Lux, Sentry, that is really strong team comp, and you could get so much stuff done with the Ted and the Sentry, just being able to get the black hole. I'm stumbling over my words a lot, sorry guys, but getting the black hole and the airstrike combo, that's a very potent, easy to land damage, and Lux is great at harassing and getting the auto attacks and all of that good stuff. Now, on the other team here, where you've got Penny, Leon, and Scree, you've got you've got Leon, who can go in with a nice poke here, and then you got Leon, who can go in with a nice poke, and then you got Penny, who has a lot of versatility, being able to do a lot of damage. And Scree is, well, a bit of a weird pick. I'm just to make sure I am on the right. Am I not on the right draft?
It's the one that's posted most recently in the Discord.
I'm an idiot. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I was like, why is he talking about Scree? I was really confused.
Please, no. Nobody clip this.
XD. I made more embarrassing mistakes,
sorry,
my friend. How many times have I had the wrong name or the wrong picture shown up on something? But yeah, Leon, Jimmy, Sentry, Ted, Penny, and Scoop. We're just trying to
okay, you never corrected me, so I thought I was on the right draft. And then then I looked on the stream. I am an idiot.
XD.
I'm sorry.
My bad.
Okay.
We're just trying to rig the bet system. We wanted to get people to vote for the wrong team, so that we talked about different comps. All part of our nefarious plan. Oh, but it is 100% what you see on the screen right now. Leon, Jimmy, Sentry versus Penny versus Ted versus Scree. No, I'm just gonna hit Scoop. And
stop. I hate you so much.
What are things that
my brain.
Scree is excuse me, Leon. I started. That was not intentional.
I can't.
Leon Sentry is a comp that I don't think is terribly traditional. It's something that doesn't really, have a lot of follow up. Yeah, you tunk someone into a black hole. You don't really have that AoE follow up that you want on big black hole. But it's something that Banas, Ketchup, and Pushkin have been running for years. I literally mean years. You go back and watch some of the old tournaments. I mean, you can see it last year in like Warzone Weekly or Awesome Brawl Weekly, but I even remember back during like the Awesome Fest and Awesome Cups, they were always running that combo. It works really well for them. Pushkin gets a very nice tongue into a very juicy black hole, and then you add in the Jimmy here. Skinner Jimmy gonna be just dealing out a lot of damage. Jimmy, I think, is one of the most underrated knots in the game by far. But on the blue side of things, you have a bit more traditional, though not super traditional. I mean, you have Ted on Rivet, which is like amazing. It's incredible mid control, incredible map control with that airstrike that dominates throughout the entire map. You have Penny and Scoop, who are incredible brawlers and can tank. If they play like kind of tank and swap gameplay, if they can get Scoop to kind of take on the black hole and still survive and be healthy, and then the entire team goes in, you know, that'll be free frags for days. But we're just gonna have to see. We spent so much time on this, I want to just get into the match, to be perfectly honest. And I am at the 21-second mark. Would you like to give us a countdown?
All right, let me make sure that I have the right match loaded too. Just, you know, make sure that I haven't screwed up everything. Yes, right. I do. All right, 21 like, seconds.
Skrill Aguilon, right?
I haven't had enough of your crap, Pillow. I've had enough of your crap.
All right, give us a countdown, my dude.
All right. 21-second mark. Counting down from 3, starting at go. 3, 2, 1, go.
And we are off on the red side of things. You got Badass Gotcha playing the Sentry. You got Leon being played by Pushkin, and Skinner, her former caster who's gone on to the big leagues, playing the Jimmy and the Lux 5000. On the blue side of things, you have Slevins playing the Penny. You have 9volt playing the Scoop. He's going to be your Scoop main for this match. And Zuji going to be playing the Ted McPain. Then in game right... Oh, yes. I forgot he changed his name again. That's even what he signed up with, but he changes his name like all the time. It's Smeb now. Smeb TV. And we're not going to see any damage really drawn out. Jimmy going to go back and pick up the danger pins without piggybacking him. And then there's Mining's going to come in. They're going to try that 2v3 scenario, knowing that the Jimmy isn't there, just charging right into the red team jungle. And that's going to be a frag at about 20 seconds of gameplay, because the gates only open at the 40-second mark. And now they're immediately pushing on the droids, trying to get some bars taken out. There's one. There's going to be the airstrike, and Skinner going to take a lot of damage. He's going to take the bindings, but he's going to get the missiles. Slevin's Penny get out and out in just about half a bar. Smab just continues up the push. 9volt throws a little support hammer there. Skinner tries to scare him off with the danger pins, but it is not going to be enough. And the blue team is going to be able to get back a little bit, recuperate, but they already got a nice solar lead. Right out of the gate, they don't have the full level advantage yet, but they do have significantly more XP. And well, I guess that would be insignificantly. They don't have a level 8 out of it. But, yeah, so far, it's looking like it's going to be a good match. There's going to be a fully charged black hole, and the Scoop abilities are expended. The red team should be going in, but there's going to be a whiff tongue to it. Here's a black hole. That's going to be a whiff as well. Then the blue team's going to go in. There's airstrike. There's pulse. He barely gets out. He was silenced for a bit of that, so he wasn't able to immediately do it. That was really careful. Next time, he will be dead, because the blue team just hasn't picked up any damage upgrades yet. Yeah, but, yeah. So they do have to be really aware of that. If he tries to push the Ted right now, he's going to get stun canceled. But if he can keep the push correct on Scoop or Penny, well, I guess she can pounce him too. But especially Scoop, kind of Penny, and Smeb, depending on what the cooldown situation is looking like. Skinner can really set up some kills here, especially considering he doesn't have to get them that far. He doesn't necessarily have to push someone into a turret. You have to push someone into a sentry in order to really make this combo work. And there's going to be an airstrike that's going to hit Skinner, just like the rest. Baz is a slightly above minimum black hole here. It finds Smeb, catches them out, and now they're going in. And yeah, it seems like, oh, maybe that airstrike, that was a good idea. It feels as though both teams are ready to fight. You know, neither side is being passive. But, oh, that's going to have to wait a second. That was a very nice frag, but he didn't have a team. If that, a single tongue would have been a kill there. But yeah, what are the kill conditions on each team? Like, what do they need to be trying to accomplish right now when they go in?
Alright, so they've done a really good job with trying to punish the rotates with red team. Like when the red team tries to rotate from the top lane to bottom, and they want to punish it by throwing down an airstrike, you know, stop them from rotating and make them take a ton of extra damage if they do. That's been working pretty well. But so far, the red team really, although they do have damage, Smeb actually almost going down, but Slevins is going to get the kill onto Skinner while I'm talking about all this, and the auto attack kill to finish him off after getting the pulse. But I'm assuming, but the red team doesn't have that much sort of immediate, obvious burst. Like, you got Lux with missiles and auto attack, and Leon can do damage, I guess, with his left click and tongue. But there's nothing that's like 600 damage nuke that kind of is an obvious solution, like with say Penny's pulse, Ted's airstrike, Durple's nuke, all that good stuff. Vinny. They don't have something as obvious as that, though. They do still definitely have the damage to get the kill. So they could just pull someone into a black hole and then just use their auto attacks to beat someone to death while they're stuck in that black hole, and that'll be a pretty good way to get a kill. Plus the telefrag, I forgot about that. I forgot that like exists as a mechanic. And Smeb's actually in a bad spot. He's gonna almost go down. He's gonna almost getting the kill with the auto attack, but he's gonna get punished and pounced into the turret and gonna go down. But now Penny's in a terrible spot. Throwing out the pulse doesn't really hit anything. Now he's stuck in the black hole. That's it. Slevins is gone, making that a nice 1-for-1 trade there. 9Volt's in a terrible spot. Oh, he's got no health now, but Pushkin is digging for that kill. No, Smeb misses the shotgun shell. No Tetris, no nothing, able to pick up the kill. So close.
Was freaking sneaky right there more than anything else. He's hurry up and get some health though, so we can get back in lane and force that 3v2 scenario. But we're gonna see double teleport actually. We are gonna opt for the shop hill instead of the creep sills, and Smav is going to very calmly, without any challenge, defend his bottom turret. So no push gun as a result, unfortunately. So we see kind of a variety of things going on the builds here. We actually see Circuits of Time being picked up by the Sentry, and we also see Bug Detector, which deals us at 175 damage per contact hit. Not something you usually see on Sentry, but it, Badass Ketchup is the king of making Ashay upgrades work. He has done it so many times. I mean, he did Company before everyone else. He's the that's another way of saying if he gets that black, it's gonna go to the right side, and they went underneath, so they're all gonna be incredibly low HP. They're gonna be getting out. The Binding is gonna go out and barely not kill Skinner there. That was a very, 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 very close one. But yeah, it's looking really, really intense so far. And yeah, one of the things that I also want to point out, we were talking about. That was what I was going to point out, actually.
People are dying, basically.
The missile damage, at level 1, if you hit all 4 missiles, it actually does a crap load of damage. It does 680 damage level 1, because you shoot 4 missiles under 70 apiece. And so, yeah,
Penny. Slevins. Skinner's just going to, die to the hammer. Slevins manages to get out, but I definitely agree with the missile. The thing is, missiles, to me, I have a lot of experience playing, well, not a lot, but I've been getting into playing Lux a little more, and the missiles just aim kind of weird compared to every other character. I don't know. It's because the missiles alternate between coming out at different positions of your model, and they have just a travel speed and a really small AoE that is just so bizarre to me. So sometimes it's actually really hard to land every missile, no matter how much practice you get with them. But being able to land 3 missiles consistently or 4 missiles consistently can give you a hell of a lot of damage in the early game, and you can upgrade missiles and make that even better. And once you get to level 5, you'll be doing 1,000 damage if you land every missile, which can be insane. If you have say a stage of damage, but more like level 10. But yeah, missiles on Lux are very good. Badass Ketchup in a terrible spot here, but that black hole's gonna do so much damage to the blue team here. Pushkin gonna miss the pole, but Smeb is gonna pick up a nice shotgun kill on Badass Ketchup, and then we've got the red team, Pushkin and Viz right now, gonna go for something, gonna get the pull on Slevin. Slevin's being super hurt. One auto attack will finish him up, but no. And now we got 9Volt chasing, but now Skinner's gonna charge him over there, and now he's stuck by the red turret. Can Pushkin seal the deal? He's got backstab blade, he's got the pull, but here comes Slevin with the gun penny. Not gonna be able to seal the deal, but Skinner's so hurt, but he's gonna be able to get behind the turret, and the airstrike is just in the wrong spot at the wrong time. And well, Skinner is... well, he's just kind of hanging out by the turret, but Smeb's going to get caught in the black hole. There's the danger pins doing a ton of damage. Nice work there. Plus the rattle wave combo, getting a little bit extra damage. Fun fact, if you time your auto attacks with Lux, and then you go in with the charge right as you're about to do your rattle wave, you can do your danger pins and rattle wave at the same time. It's a good way to get extra damage. But we're seeing the silence on Telefrag, actually, on Sentry. Very potent silence, very good upgrade. 2 seconds of silence is really, really good. Pretty much the longest silence in the game, I'm pretty sure. The only thing that comes close is Leon's and Ksenia's. And speaking of which, Leon and Badass Ketchup are in a bit of a bad spot. Pushkin's going to go down to the auto attack. Oh, and the airstrike on Skinner! Oh my god, that just made me knock over my Mountain Dew. I have made a mess. That was...
Let me just quickly put your webcam on the game.
Oh my god!
Problem. I didn't really. Oh, and that whole time while I'm memeing, he picks up the triple. Okay.
Yeah, he
I
just
missed
gets
it.
the
What
triple
happened?
kill. If you had actually gone off the screen, like that would just be like, you know,
No, I
worst
had
streamer
on
of all
okay.
time.
Oh,
All right.
What do you do? Cast it to me.
Oh, he got another airstrike kill from under the turret while the turret was still up, getting the third kill and making it a pretty much delayed wipe. And now, oh man, that's going to be a huge bonus for Ted for getting the money. He's going to pick up the shotgun grenades, double Starstorm, double pills. He is a beefy Marine here. Like, he has got so much health, but it doesn't matter because he's going to get pushed into the turret, take a ton of damage. Well, maybe that health will matter. And Slevin's going to pick up the pulse kill onto Skinner. But now Pushkin is just here. But the shotgun with the grenades is doing so much damage. Walk into one of those grenades, Pushkin. Oh, he's going to go down to the bindings.
Random
instead.
bindings.
Just out of nowhere, base damage bindings. Who cares? Oh no, he's got one banner.
Oh, he doesn't get the black.
And Slevin's going to get the pulse kill. Oh, now the red team's just in it. They're getting kind of screwed here. The blue team's going to have 4 droids, and they've got a Ted and a gun penny. Well, actually, they don't have the gun yet, which is unfortunate. But here comes Lux and Leon. That turret's going to go down. It's going to get melted anyways. There's the pulse. Going to do a good chunk of damage, but he's going to go down to the danger pins. 9-volt and Smever getting too greedy. Here comes Leon. What are they doing? Just back out. Or use your airstrike or something, but they're all going to go down. Pushkin just... What is... Okay.
That is something I've captured so
2v3.
many times. That choke point there on Rivet 4. They're taking the turret, so nothing to see there. But like right here, that is like one of the hardest choke points to push through for the aggressive team. Like honestly and truly, that team that's patient and camps that can deal so much damage and hit all of their abilities before the other team can begin to attack. And by the time they're using abilities, the team that waited on it is already being just cleaning up with their auto attacks. It is one of the, like, if you recall, remember when we casted that Scrim but Slow versus, I believe.
Oh god, yeah.
That's exactly what they did. They hold that tiny choke point, and without having that top turret to do any flanks, it's almost impossible to break through. And that's exactly what happened there. It's just not a good choke point to try and just be impatient on. With that said, the blue team still has overall good control. They still have a full level advantage, much more items than the red team. But that is the break that they needed. You know, there's 3 kills, give them more room to breathe, gives them a chance to get the lanes cleaned up and, you know, work more towards their late game. And get some more core upgrades. Like, for example, we see one sort of game changer being picked up is the Leon Slowblade, which I don't think is going to make a big difference here. He's going to survive because 9-volt is not going to know where to throw the hammer due to the invis. Fast Ketchup has a sick black hole here, but he's going to miss it. If he had gone to the left, he probably would have picked up a double kill. And now that's going to leave Jimmy in a bad situation. Probably would have been a 2 for nothing rather than a 0 for 1. If that black hole had gone to the left instead of the right. With that said, things are looking pretty good for the blue team now. They're about to pull back their level advantage. They got droids walking up on the bottom lane, and they got fights going out here. They need to watch out for the black hole, and Baz Ketchup's going to hit it again. Baz Ketchup is usually like a magnet with those black holes, but this time he's not really getting them. Needs to kind of, I guess, be more confident because he hesitates. Like after he charged, he kind of like sits still and reads the situation and decides, yeah, I'll go for it. And that time he takes to making that decision is why he's not hitting those, because the blue team backs up. And then, you know, a sentry chasing after you, it's not hard to read what he's going to do and dodge that black hole. If he's just confidently, like while he's still charging it, knows, I'm going to go in, I'm going to land this, and just kind of has the stones to commit to it, I think he's going to land it and start picking up some very, very good frags. I think that's one of the main things he can be doing differently right now. There's going to be the airstrike, and like right here, like see, he went to the top turret. If he just stayed down and just immediately black hole him while they're still on him, he would have gotten it.
Catch up the black hole, max charge.
This might be it. Nope.
Oh,
the black hole didn't happen until after the Jimmy had died, and that probably would have been a 3 for nothing. Like I'm not trying to dump up a guy, but if he, he's the tank for the team. He shouldn't be so scared about taking damage. Just stay in there, make sure and get all that room created for your team to go in, land that black hole, and you're gonna see a wipeout happen.
Pretty much. He was trying to actually get over to the spot so we could place that black hole there as well, and he was just too slow of a robot, fat robot. But Baz Ketchup now going in, going to try and get a black hole, going to get Smeb there, do a good chunk of damage. There's danger pins coming in, going to do a little more damage, but he really is not hurt. Those pills and that regen are going to help keep him alive immensely. And now we got Red Team also rotating around, but Skinner's in an awful spot.
Already given up on him.
Oh my god, if he gets out. Why did he get out?
What else? What do I've seen him try and do? Honestly, great juke. If he had charged them to the left and Pushkin was waiting on the top lane, then they could have gone for a frag, because then Sentry would have come in and maybe gotten a telefrag after that off the jump pad. But again, I'm kind of seeing these missed opportunities. The blue team is working together a lot more. They use their abilities in conjunction, and they think about it, you know? You're not seeing tongue in a black hole or anything like that. They haven't made the combo happen once. There's never been, like, badass doing the black hole close to them and then Pushkin make sure that they land in it. You haven't seen any charges in a black hole. It's just kind of random black hole, and the rest of the team just kind of collapses in. Or look at here, Hammer onto the team, and then Ted goes in and finishes off with a shotgun. There's going to be a black hole here, but even then, Scoop is going in, trying to protect Slevins and doing the counter initiation. He tosses the hammer, and as soon as the black hole is gone, he just charges in with bindings right in front of Slevins, and he gets that holy cup off and tanks the auto attacks. These are great examples of teamwork and being bold and confident in your plays. Right here, they might try and look for something, and here it is. This is the combo that they've been waiting on. Exactly. He tongued him into a telefrag. They used the black hole, and it zoned off the rest of the team. They got a free pickup there. Skinner is busy cleaning the base, so he won't be there to pick off Slevin, so he's going to be getting out a bar and a half and teleporting. Pushkin looking to control the jungle, gets a nice tongue onto Smeb, takes him down to half health, and they're really doing this well so far. As far as, you know, trying to make the comeback happen, you know, they're not being discouraged. A lot of teams, and when they get in this sort of position, they stop making plays and they get really defensive and just kind of weigh on the blue team. But no, that's not what Here to Lose is doing. They're staying in this fight. They're trying to go for team fights, and he's gonna get bombed out of this fight and go back to his base as he gets a little bit too overextended. And now Smeb is going to lead the charge straight into the base. Pushkin looking to see if he can flank, but not really, so he's going to opt to drop down.
That's a good interruption there.
And yeah, there's Danger Pins isn't going to hit anybody. This is not looking good. Abilities are consumed on the red team. Pushkin's looking for the chance to go in. He's got to do it now or never, even though it's not really a good chance.
That's a lot of damage, but the healing from 9 volt. I don't know if this is game, but we got Sentry back. I don't think it's game just yet, but 1 kill for the blue team, and they're going to be able to finish this up pretty easily. Skinner's going all the way around. He's going for the long flank. Here he comes, going in. Going to get the
be a
charge.
Big fight, and okay, please tell me Slevins dies there, and now there he goes. There's the triple.
Everybody dead. They're all dead. Ted's dead. Scoop's dead. Penny's dead. Dead.
Dead. Skinner made a very high risk, high reward play, which paid off. He took so much time to flank, and during that time, it could have very well happened that they quickly 3v2'd and took out the Sentry and Leon, or especially at least the Leon, because, you know, I gotta see it's kind of the easiest for them to quickly pick off. But it paid off. Now they got a wipe, and
are they going to get greedy? That's the question. If they get greedy, if Push could get it doesn't look like they're going to be too greedy.
Come off the jump pad here, and if anybody's at that jump pad once they're there, they're going to be like just immediately pulse stun, airstrike, hammer, dead.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, the fart noises are just an extra.
And Skinner
Skinner's
gone. The team isn't together. Like, this wasn't a situation where they needed to be apart. They needed to get ready for the next big...
Oh, that was a good telefrag, though. Could they pick up the kill? They got the kill, but it's Gunpenny on the base.
There's going to be the bindings, and Badass is in a very bad situation. You should watch out for double kills.
Oh, the auto attacks. He's got no health. He wants it. What? He just wasted it. Oh!
Excuse me. That was ridiculous.
How did Badass Ketchup not die? He threw the kill on Scoop. He threw the kill on 9 volt, but then gets the sickest telefrag I've ever seen. What the Okay, well anyways, red team's got 1 shot to make this go, but they got Smeb back. He's going to go for that airstrike, but here comes 9 volt doing a lot of damage. If Pushkin goes down, that is the game. That base is at 2 little health. It might just be game in like 15 seconds because Penny's going to be back, and Gunpenny could just kill that base in 2 shots.
This is literally that slow wolf match. They're taking the lesson they learned from that loss and applying it to this game.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Skinner.
god. But
Badass Ketchup is low health. I don't see it happening.
No,
it pushed
not
him
like this. He's trying to deal his
the telefrag.
There's no way. That's gotta be it.
Oh, it's done.
Leon triple? Aww.
No, Leon triple. Backstab blade. New meta.
Just like quickly drop a clone. Explode clone. That would have tripled.
Surprise party mask backstab blade chainsaw add-on. Pushkin would have won the game if he had just bought that, clearly.
Yeah, obviously.
He would have killed them all in 1 slash.
Oh, that was a fun match to cast. That
was good.
Very, very good game, and match 1 is going to be going to Samsung Galaxy. Is very back and forth. What are the main things that you think each team could have done differently, Rancy?
Red team needs to stick together a bit more, and I don't know. I think that's it. Just like Bass Ketchup had some amazing plays there, And actually, the Sentry did a lot of damage. His damage was almost the same as Ted's. He's only behind by about 8,000 damage, or about 7,500. Yeah, Sentry was putting in the work. If the red team had just stuck together a little more, Skinner went for the good, like the cool, like went for like the wrap around and then got the charge and did a good chunk of damage that way. Stuff like that works, but they're trying to do that too much. They need to stick together. Like blue team was always just like huddled together, just like they're there. They are like a conglomeration of like fucking, oh I swear, of just good players. And well, it's really hard to fight that. And if you're not sticking together yourself, then it's going to be harder to fight a team that's doing so well, being so well coordinated. Like Ted even whiffed a few airstrikes, like just misplacing them, but it doesn't matter because they've got the teamwork and they're sticking together and they're able to take on the red team like 2 at a time or 1 at a time. But
and I really agree with what you're saying. And just like things like, you know, when they got that pick off on Jimmy at the end, after they almost got that base exposure, but not quite, like, they just need to get patient. Because there wasn't any point of really, I guess, trying to set up that push on the bottom lane. Like, the next team fight decided. Like, all red team could do at that point, if they pushed without killing first, they got backdoored hard. And what they needed to do is just guard that choke point and go in for the next team fight. They could not afford to be alone anymore. Skinner made a really, really awesome high-risk, high-reward play that, again, led to the blue team getting wiped out. But just had to relax, man. And unfortunately, that's the way it's going to come out. But that said, this is a best of 3, so they have another chance at this. They're not out yet. Do not go anywhere, my friend. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Awesomenauts Rumble. Once again, I'm Mr. Pillow, joined here by Uber Rancy with match 2 of Here to Lose versus Samsung Galaxy. We just saw a very nice win picked up by Samsung Galaxy, round 1. But Here to Lose is back, running a similar but not quite same comp, and with a few key differences. They have Leon Sentry once again on Agulon, but accompanying them is a Penny this time, rather than a Jimmy Deluxe 5000, after banning out the Genji and Clunk combo. Samsung Galaxy has a Ted. They have a Swiggins, which kind of plays the same role as the Scoop in a way, with a bit better CC in terms with less tanking power, and Penny going to be swapped out for Deadlift, so a lot less burst in favor of good solid DPS and shield after banning out Benny, and that max focus, that badass. I think that's a respect ban for badass Ketchup. Uberan, so why don't you tell me about these comps, my friend?
Alrighty, so we are on Agulon again. I'm sure this map hasn't gotten old for anybody, but so for Here to Lose, we've got Penny, Leon, and Sentry. Penny does a lot of damage and has that amp damage. Sentry has the extra long silence, as well as having the sort of initiation potential and beefiness of having a shield and a black hole. And then you've got Leon with the ability to initiate with silence as well. They have a lot of silence, actually. They all three of them have the ability to get very potent silence. So that's going to be an interesting bit of shenanigans, especially since the other team has a Ted on their team. And silence, when you're playing Ted, especially if you like to buy Tedris, is the worst. Like, that is... It sucks, because like if you're silenced, you can't switch weapons, which means you can't switch to your shotgun, and you can't get the most out of Tedris. It's just a real pain in the ass. But they do have the Swiggins and the Deadlift, which means Deadlift will be able to soak up a lot of damage for the blue team here. And Swiggins is going to be great at initiating and helping pin down the squishy characters that are like Penny and Leon. So both teams are pretty solid. I don't know who I think is a little more in favor. Like, I'd say it's about even, maybe slightly in favor of the red team, just because Ted's going to have a rough time. But we'll see if Ted is able to play smart and is able to get those nice airstrikes and, you know, stay away from all the silence that the red team is going to have. But it really could go either way. That's what I think.
Dude, well, with that said, are you ready to get into the match, my friend?
Indeed, I am. I am at the 21-second mark.
I'm at 22.
Would you like me to give you a countdown?
Oh, well, let me fix my time. I was at 22. Okay, now you can count me down.
Wow.
XD.
So special. Anyways, 21-second mark, counting down from 3 and going at go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Bada bing, bada boom. You got Badass Ketchup once again playing the Sentry. You got Pushkin playing the Leon. You got Jimbo coming in for Penny. Coming in for Skinner on the Penny on the blue side of things. You got Smeb once again playing the Ted McPain. You got Slevins playing the Swiggins. Ninebone once again the tank of the team playing the Deadlift. We're gonna see Stump Back Agent Octet, and I believe that is, yes, power lunge damage coming out on the Deadlift. You see double silence and then regen on Penny. So Penny, of course, being the only one that doesn't pick up silence. And then we see silence beacon, the silence tongue on the other guys. We're gonna see a black hole coming out, and there's the airstrike, and there's gonna be the anchor dive, and Badass Ketchup should be going down. He's gonna be your first blood of the game at the minute 5-second mark, and twice in a row, like 25 seconds after the game starts, Badass just gets caught out like right away and gets first blooded. That's just unfortunate. We're gonna see the airstrike going out to clear, and Pushkin's already in defensive spot. Penny and Leon aren't the most defensive nuts. Penny is pulse once. Leon could try and tongue the droids, maybe tongue someone to put some more pressure on. Once she has gun Penny, that's when she can do a little bit more. But really, these map knots are better when they have good map control. Like, Ted is a very safe knot. Obviously, no one wants to be stuck at the turret, but like, it's worse to be Leon stuck at your turret than Ted. For example. But with that said, they are getting some push going, so Leon does not have to worry about his bad defense at the moment. He has to worry about the fact that he just picked up a frag. They got the tongue, and then using that tongue, Badass Ketchup and Jambo went in, telefragged and pulsed, and picked up the kill, taking out 9-phone and clearing 1-for-0 exchange. You can see Badass Ketchup get caught out here, but we see the entirety of the red team taking them, make sure they get nice and safe. He's going to use that black hole to clear more than anything else. He's going to go back. He'll use his beacon to come back out top lane at nice and full health. Red team going ahead and getting that bottom lane a little bit pushed up, again their creeps, whatever they need to. Jimbo going to go home and pick up some more upgrades. There it is, and Badass Ketchup is just trying to bait the entirety of the blue team. He actually manages to get out Smeb there. He might get taken out by one shotgun, but it's not going to be found. Now they can deal a lot of damage. So the pounce is going to be a whiff, and now Smeb's going to be getting out at just the bar. That was a very unfortunate pounce miss right there by Jambo. That would have been 100% have been a 1-for-0. Uber Answer, we talked a little bit about this last game, and I don't think it's changed too much, but what are kind of the kill conditions of each team?
Well, now that the red team actually has like someone who can really do like that sort of nuclear level damage very consistently, 9volt getting caught in a terrible spot, but he manages to use that barrier. So much blood coming out as the double kill with the same auto attack swing. What the hell?
Oh my god! Somebody call an ambulance! What in the world? So,
oh my god.
Penny went to the right
this
of that
turret's gonna go down.
Yeah, then 100%, and then we're gonna get a good bottom turret there too. Penny went to the right of the airstrike, dodged that, got rid of that shield, then came the pulse. They dealt a lot of damage. Then on the lane rotation, Pushkin came up and got one clean backstab that killed all 3 members of the blue team. That was beautiful. Oh my god, I'm fanboying a little bit. Can I get Pushkin's autograph?
No.
Dang. But yeah.
You tried though.
So this will put the blue team in a very much different situation than they were accustomed to last game. It's now 4-1 kills in favor. Leon just got a lot of solo that now he's max. Now he's got attack speed. He's got slow. We see a bunch of damage coming out. We actually see Starstorm statue and even attack speed coming out on that. Now Summons is going to get picked out. They're just taking fights right now in front of the blue team, trying to, really turn that lead into a snowball. They already got the level advantage, and they're getting some push even happening on the top turret. Smeb is going to have to make a lane rotation here, and he's actually going to do a lot of damage to Jambo, getting both an airstrike and a shotgun. 9volt tries to get one more hit, but it's not going to be enough. And now he's going to use the protective pose to walk out. But that was just beautiful. Honestly, like...
that was really good. Yeah. I was about to talk about how like the red team has a much better kill condition as bad as Ketchup goes down. Jeez. It's just like I'm trying to say, oh yeah, you guys could do more stuff now, and then you just keep dying. Stop it. But, yeah, the red team, they've got a much better kill condition because along with the Leon already doing solid damage, we definitely saw that bad as Ketchup proved his worth last game, doing a lot of damage, like with the telefrags and everything, matching almost the TED in damage. Penny will give you a lot more damage as well. The pulse and the gun penny is going to be really, really helpful for actually securing those kills on people you get the black hole on. As bad as Sketchy goes down again, getting a little too greedy there, going down for the second time. And now the blue team's going to try and make something happen on this top lane here. There's the anchor hook going to come out. Pushkin just kind of defending by himself. But there's Jambo going to break that protective pose. 9volt really, really hurt. Jambo's not going to want to go in though, otherwise he could get punished for it. And instead he's going to float or throw out a pulse and back up, but now Pushkin in a bad spot. Ankrok's gonna miss.
He wants another triple, man. Is he still?
Oh, he does want it. Oh, the auto attack. No, he doesn't have.
Well,
the health.
He's dead anyways. He should have just suicided for it. But oh my gosh, the pulse miss. That's unfortunate. Yeah, he could have definitely gone that, but he didn't want to go down and commit because he didn't want to trade it. Then he died anyways. He should have come up all through with it because that would have 100% at least made it into a 1-for-1. Which, oh well, it happens, but yeah, there wasn't any getting out of that. 9volt's gonna literally leap out of the way. He's gonna power lunge out of the way of the pulse. Saving his life. And now Badass is in a really bad situation, and...
Is he gonna get out? Oh, he's got so little health.
I don't understand.
There's the teleport. Oh no, but 9volt knows where he is.
Oh! That was nice. I don't understand why he didn't black hole to the left, because then he would have bought a lot more time. And I think you even saw the blue team hesitate a second, because I think that's what they thought was going to happen. He did try and get a really nice mind game read there on 9volt, but 9volt knew where the beacon was, so he remembered where he last saw it, so he managed to be a sneaky little beaver there. Would have been really hilarious if oh, and while I say that, Jambo's just
my god, is he gonna get them both?
Can't win and lose the DPS
Oh, there's the lunge.
Oh, this is not good. As soon as
the jukes, but he's got the invis, but it's on a timer. The Saint patch 2.13. It's on a timer now, so he's just gonna have to walk out.
And he's got enough time, and he's gonna do exactly that. In that sentry, when he had beacon, did 9volt try to predict that he was gonna walk to the left? What if that sentry had just teleported right where his beacon came out? And 9volt would have leaped past them, and then just by that time, that's when the teleport animation would have finished. And so they knew there's a big black hole. There's going to be a double kill right there in the great follow-up, and that is going to lead. And Smeb might be getting wiped here, but that is going to be a wipeout. Great black hole initiation. Coming out from Badass Ketchup. You just have that pulse and tongue collapse, and then they just beat up the TED. Nothing he can do. They should be getting base exposure off of this.
Oh my god, they're actually just bodying the top.
Yeah.
If Batis dies, that would be pretty hilarious. But they're gonna get this turret anyways, all very low. They gotta back out now before they get punished severely. Oh.
Not like this.
Not like this. Better see that.
Can we get a round of applause for Badass Ketchup in the chat, please?
Dude, I want more. I want not like this. We even got like our custom emotes. I better see a ton of that in the chat. But anyways, yeah, just rip. But they did get the base exposure. Now, if they get another wipe like that, which they've gotten twice already, so I could see it happening again, they win the game, pretty much. They've got plenty of push if they get, like, Gunpenny going, but even then, base Claw is still pretty good at killing structures. And then you got Pushkin with the auto-attack damage. Well, not quite, but he's got the auto-attack speed, which will help kill those towers. And Leon's already pretty damn good at that anyways, but Smeb's going to take a lot of damage. He's silenced. He's going to almost go down. He is going to go down to that black hole. He has to, but the protective pose is going to save his life with Slevins going in. Jambo is so hurt, but Pushkin tried to punish him. They have so little health. Oh my god.
Kills here. Everyone's like 1 HP. Jeez. Oh, the tongue miss.
It's brutal. But Pushkin is able to get out. 9-Volt going in for the cheeky lunge, but I don't think he even really hit anyone. And Airstrike going to come out and not hit anything, I don't believe. Pushkin teleporting back, and oh no, he's not. He's changed his mind, and Pushkin and Jambo just kind of rotating between the lanes, playing it safe, healing droids as they come. And Batis Ketchup is now back at the front lines as well, doing his thing. He's got that auto attack damage and explosion range on his mines as well. So that auto attack is kind of a pain in the ass to deal with. It's got a really large AOE, and it does pretty solid damage too through towers as well. So it's really hard to defend, especially since you got 2 melee characters with mediocre range. Batis Ketchup's actually got the invis here with an uncharged black hole though, so maybe he can get something done. I'm thinking he's going to go for Smeb here, because Smeb can't really do much aside from punish with airstrike if he gets caught in that black hole. Here it comes, but no, it's not going to catch anything, and the pulse is only going to hit Slevins for about 300 damage. Smeb just getting the shotgun shell, trying to be a little more careful. I'm not seeing anything too crazy, just a little bit of damage here. Airstrike not going to hit anything. It's very footsie nuts right now. There's not too much happening. One more big initiation could change the fight, though, as Batis Ketchup is going to get caught in the anchor hook, but he's going to get that shield, which is going to get charged up pretty nicely. 9-Volt going to power lunge away from the enemy, and that airstrike, I think he might have hit Jammo, maybe not. And, well, more clearing. Everybody likes clearing. Yeah, riveting gameplay. And we got Slevins going for the teleport, maybe? No, Slevins and 9-Volt are going to have to defend here, but Batis Ketchup, if he gets a nice black hole, could catch them out. He gets Slevins. Pulse is not going to come out, though. There's the airstrike. There's the anchor hook. Slevin's going to take a lot of damage from those mines, though.
Red team should be able to take a fight right here. There's a tongue. As soon as the protected post goes down, they can really go in. Here comes the black hole. They're going to try and find it. There is Mev, and he's going to get taken out. And there comes Jambo with the cleanup. And they still have a lot of abilities at their disposal, trying to bait out the 9-Volt. And Pushkin getting way too greedy while his team just kind of takes out that turret there. That's not... Pushkin would have been able to take out that turret with him if he hadn't been doing that. Unfortunately, now they're in a really bad spot.
Oh, that's hella frag, dude.
Was beautiful. They might take him down here. Oh, and there's
oh my god.
And that turns it into a wipe. They can't go face here. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Ted is going to be back, but 100%. Please don't die to the turret this time. Okay. They need to get out before they get double killed. Ted can just kind of walk in on them right now, and they really want to be able to do that much, because Sentry really has to kind of charge his black hole first before he can really contest that. This is just some great plays coming out so far by both teams, especially, however, I mean, Team Here to Lose has really gotten their act together. They've been playing incredibly well this match, and I mean, they've had their goofy moments like that death by the turret earlier, but overall, they've been sick. They've been making nice kills. Baz is invis, and he's got, I just actually noticed, is that attack speed on his telefrag? It is. After teleporting to the beacon, you receive a 33% attack speed boost for 5 seconds. DPS wise, that's some really underrated upgrades, just really situational. What do you think about it, Brancy?
Well, it's more damage, which can help when pushing the towers, I suppose. And if you actually get the telefrag on someone, which Batis Ketchup has definitely been doing, it's a really nice upgrade to have. It makes sense why he would get it as Pushka gets the frag onto Slevins after that pull, and getting the auto attacks with a little bit of damage coming out from his teammates as well. Airstrike going to be used on droids. A big mistake, as Jambo, Batis Ketchup, and Pushkin are all pushing into the blue base. Black hole is going to come out, but not really do anything. If he gets a telefrag here, he's going to get that auto attack speed, and yeah, that's exactly what he's going to do. But he's going to eat an airstrike, and the DOT is not quite lethal, but one shotgun shell will end him. And now his teammates are currently fighting at the base. Smeb at pretty much full health. Gunpenny trying to go in. Badass Ketchup is alive. Gonna kill those creeps. Jambo trying to steal them, but not quite.
In the stealth. In all the health. Badass having none of it. He's like, this is all mine. He's gonna take an airstrike XD.
Nice.
There goes the
But anyways, yeah, red team is falling back. And, well, blue team's not doing too much. They're just getting the droids back up, getting that mid control because they gotta play cautiously. They have the push if they manage to get some kills, but their defense, if Ted dies, is quite like, Deadlift can soak up damage and melee piercing auto attacks, yeah, that's alright, but Slevin just has to run. That's a fully charged black hole. It doesn't catch anyone, but
yeah, now
9Volt's gonna go into the protective post, but he's silenced, so he's got so little health. The protective post is gonna get melted, he's gonna take a ton of damage. Slevins is gonna go down as well with Smeb being super low health. The red team is all at about half health still, with the exception of Penny. Pushkin getting really greedy though, he's gonna get so greedy and go down. Badass wants to get the black hole, but he can't find it. Smeb is gonna have to teleport back. But this base is going down. It is taking so much damage right now. 126 from Gunpenny, and then you're doing about 100 damage a shot from Badass Ketchup. There's nothing he can do. Smeb's going to try and go in, but Jambo's just hugging the base. There's nothing he can do. If he gets the kill on Sentry, it's not going to matter because Jambo's going to finish off the base. This is exactly what's happening. Base goes down. Jambo finishing it off, and that is another win. And that win is going to Here to Lose.
That was
going to pick up
awesome
the next match.
Yeah, like and now that means we're actually gonna see a tiebreaker come out, which I mean they deserve it because they've been playing a lot better now. And that triple kill early game really helped set the tone of the match. It was Samsung Galaxy had to take the red team a lot more seriously. They had to fight free with these, they had to bait, they had to do the full 9 yards, and even then they didn't manage to pick up the win here. It was really, really good match. It was really great to see that, Pushkin and Badass managed to make their signature Leon Sentry combo there work this time. And a few key differences in the drafts and kind of just in general, everyone stuck together more. Really, really turned things around. What are some of the things that the blue team could have done differently, Rancy?
Well, Pushkin got that insane triple kill with like one auto attack. That definitely helped set the tone for the match. Yeah, pretty much repeating exactly what you said. And in the draft, well, I don't know what the blue team could have done better. Actually, the red team banned Plunk, which is kind of interesting. Maybe they could have gone for like a max pick instead of
Max was
Ted. Banned. Yeah, I know. Well, I mean, they could have tried not to ban him because I don't feel like Here to Lose would have actually gone for that pick. Maybe they would have instead of like Leon, but either way, that doesn't matter right now. But anyways, I just closed the replay so I can't actually look at the builds. But I feel like the red team had really good coordination with like just going in with the black hole, and they had all that silence. The red team had so much silence, which is not good against Ted, not good against Swiggins because that means he can't recall his anchor. Silence was actually really, really good against all of these characters. Deadlift doesn't have his get out of jail free cards because protective pose, lunge, those can save his life just by hitting a button, and you can't recall your anchor if you're silenced. Ted can't switch weapons if you're silenced. You lose out on your anchor hook, which is your only like stun on the team aside from stun pack. And Ted can't use that either if you're silenced. Red team had a lot of silence. They went in quick and dirty, and then they got Leon and Penny to finish off the damage with their great auto attacks, as well as the Badass Ketchup just doing really well. Got those sick telefrags. He was doing the same stuff he did last match. Really good amount of damage as well. But I don't know. Maybe I don't know what the blue team could have specifically done to like do it better. Maybe they could have tried to catch Leon off guard or catch Penny off guard a little more often instead of like just eating the silence initiations all the time. But I'm not sure. But either way, it was really well played by Team Here to Lose, and that's going to make the set 1-1, which means we actually go to a tiebreaker, like you've already stated.
Indeed. So with that, we're going to take a very, very short break and be back with the next match. Do not go anywhere, my friends. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Awesomenauts Rumble. We are in match 3 of Samsung Galaxy versus Here to Lose. Going to the tiebreaker. It's match point. Whoever loses this match is out of the tournament. Whoever wins this match qualifies for the playoff stream tomorrow. Looking at the picks here, first let me remember, you guys know the drill. Bet system, red or blue. Type it in the chat who you think's gonna win. Guess correctly, be eligible for a giveaway after the match. But anyways, Uberan, so it looks like we got bans of Vinny and Derpal from red team, Genji of Frog banned out by the blue team. You got Ted, Derpal, Ted, Jimmy, Sentry from Samsung Galaxy, and Penny, Leon, Scree coming out from Here to Lose. How are you feeling about these comps?
Well, this time the draft is actually the right draft, so that makes you feel a little better. And second of all, well, it's a Ribbit. So Samsung Galaxy's team is actually really, really good for Ribbit. Like, you've got, as I said before when I had this as the wrong draft, Ted and Sentry can do some serious work. Like, you just throw it a black hole, put an airstrike on it, bam, done, zip, bag it, and frickin' send it off to Africa. But it's just an easy way to deal a ton of damage. And the black hole is already just nice, easy to land because it's just so big, especially if you can get them just right in the center of the black hole. And then just throw all your burst on there. And then you got Lux with some good brawling. You got the ability to charge people with your own turrets. Missiles for poke. Good clear. He's tanky. He's got shielding on his charge. He can even get a good amount of lifesteal. As in a lot of lifesteal, like insane amount compared to most knots. And then for the blue team here, you've got Penny, Leon, and Scree. That's a lot of damage dealers. That's pretty much what their team is, with Scree being great at defending and holding the area, kinda, with Totem being able to stop off droid waves and pushes momentarily, or extending their own push by giving another body that the turret can eat up. And then you've got Penny and Leon. Leon being great at initiating with that silence, that pull, and doing decent auto attack damage to boot, as well as having good burst if you build in that damage. And Penny having the pulse damage, gun Penny for push, and CCs like stun, knockback, silence, all that good stuff. Both teams are very potent at what they do, and Samsung Galaxy's team is very potent at setting up a kill and just insta-giving someone, and Here to Lose's team is very good at pushing and just having general poke and damage.
Yeah, definitely. And here's the thing, is I always swear that Scree is a really, really underrated pick versus Jimmy. Yeah, and honestly, being with Sentry, like, those totems can mess up, especially if he gets knocked back, and just using the slows in general to really mess up the brawl. You know, that is really, really dependent on his ability to platform well and position himself, like, minutely perfectly. And if he uses things like maybe slow totem or knockback totem or both, that can really, really make a big difference here. And if he's constantly getting those pokes in with the with like things like ceremonial mask, and you know, see the saw blades coming out in the pulse and the tongue, like, don't underestimate. Like, blue team is a very much quickly pick up for this guy, even though they're versus tanks with an immense amount of damage. I mean, saw blade, that's like 700 damage. Pulse, that's another 600, 700 damage. Pounce is 500 damage. Tongue is another 600 damage. Like, there was a huge amount of burst on the blue team, and a huge amount of CC. There was silences, stuns, displacement, slows, like, you know, again, whatever you call the totem, a physical obstacle. There's a lot that they can do here. They have knockbacks. I have to give it to the blue team. I really do.
I mean, I like Ted on Ribbit, but I think the blue team does have a little bit of an edge, but Ted on Ribbit is strong, Lux and Sentry are very strong. We'll see how it goes, and we should hop into the match to find out.
Let's see. Alright, my friend. Into the 22-second mark. Give me a second. Alright, 21
nice
seconds.
Job.
Are you ready, my friend?
Yes, 21-second mark. Counting down from 3, going at go. 3, 2, 1, go.
And we are off. You got Smeb once again playing the Ted all 3 games. Nightbolt gonna be playing the Jimmy and the Lux 5000, and we see Slevins playing the Sentry on the blue side of things. You see Jambo once again picking up the Penny. You see Badass Ketchup playing the Scree, and Pushkin playing Leon again all 3 games. What are you thinking about these comps so far? So far, I think we see Ted really wins out against the matchup versus Leon. So it's like Pushkin keeps going Leon, so Smeb keeps on going Ted. That's just kind of who wins that particular comp matchup. Not even looking at the players' names there. More good news. Badass Ketchup has not been first blooded within 20 seconds, so that's always good to hear. I love you, Badass.
Oh my god.
And yeah,
Jeez.
with that said, how do you think the first blood will go down?
Well, Slevin's got a fully charged black hole, but he's not going to be able to land it on anything. Smeb might get picked off here. No. Well, red team's taking a lot of damage already, and Jambo's going to go in. If he gets a nice pulse, almost kills him.
Badass Catcher had stayed there, that would have been the frag, but Badass Catcher didn't believe in his teammates. SMH. And
oh my God. You're so mean to him.
But
what did he ever do to
set
you?
up push, and he's getting off some bars, and keeping map control in favor of his team. So I will give him that. They need to watch out for the airstrike. It should be coming any second now. It's not going to hit a single thing. He's just going to use it on droids. Probably should have used it on the choke point there. Would have hit all three. There comes the black hole. It's not going to hit a thing. And now Badass is going to see whatever little spark pokes he can find. Airstrike going to come out, barely miss him, and both teams kind of want to do a frag. Nightbolt really wants to charge someone back. He's not going to find it. He's just going to go to half health. He's going to hit his head on the totem. That might cause a concussion or two. There's going to be a black hole and lots of damage coming out here. Badass going to be the first blood taken out by the shotgun after a very nice setup coming out from Slevins here. And that's going to be leaving the blue team in a 2v3 scenario. That push gets, you know, going up. And the push is definitely real on the red team. They have tanks, and they have great tower DPS in its range, so that they have momentum, they have sustain. They aren't afraid of insta dying if they try and push, and they got the range to help kite it. So it's something that if they can keep finding those pickoffs, they can be dealing a lot of damage to the turrets and really get their push game going. But we're going to have to see. So far, we see a kind of a game of footsie nuts. It looks like Badass Sketch was going to go for the Saw Blade. But while he does that, okay, yeah, I was about to say he's going to go for the Solar Boss. But while a fight happens, so he comes back, helps his team, tosses a totem there, and Penny gets out with just a couple of bars. What would you say the kill conditions are for the blue team?
For the blue team, just throw out all their damage. They have an insane amount of damage. Really, if you just get a pull from Pushkin with the Silence Tongue, and then you get Penny to just throw in a pulse and get Scree to throw in a Subblade, you can kill somebody just with that. Despite the red team all being fairly beefy characters, you can easily get a kill just by throwing out all your right clicks. And 9-Volt going to try and go in with the cheeky damage. 11's going to get a sort of half-charged black hole there. Not really going to be able to do anything with it, I don't think. Going to catch Jambo, do a little bit of damage. Jambo doesn't go down though, got 2 bars left. But 9-Volt is going to go down, and Smeb's going to pick up the retaliation kill, making that a 1-for-1 trade there. Smeb trying to get some work done with Pushkin actually being very low the black hole. He mispredicts and does not get the black hole on to Pushkin, with Jambo falling behind the turret and grabbing a health pack from there. And Smeb is going to have to be careful, and yeah, Smeb is going to have to be careful and fall back. So not too much is really happening. The red team just needs to get a black hole and then throw all their damage into that black hole on like 1 or 2 people, and that's going to be pretty easy for them to get a kill. The blue team has a lot of damage and a good chunk of push and area control as well. So really, just Leon getting a nice pull, and then the blue team all coordinating, sticking together, and then just right-clicking everything in sight will be a pretty good way to get a kill. But we'll actually have to see that happen. Here comes the charge, going to try and get something done on Jambo, but Jambo's going to be able to back up. Just going to eat 1 missile, but there's a health pack right there. Pushkin just sneaking out in stealth and going to teleport back. Well, we got Badass Sketchup actually caught in a black hole here. Ton of damage. There's a telefrag, but the danger pin is going to be enough to finish him. He's going to teleport out. He's just going to teleport out.
Nice. And now 9-Volt's in a really bad position. Here comes the pounce, though. Did that miss? He missed that pounce, and now Penny is in kind of a bad situation. Black hole fishing out whiffs from both sides, and just very close to trying to find these frags. Dang.
Scree's auto attack build. Oh man, why?
The ceremonial mask. My own teammate Just123C, he calls it Magic Fun Balls.
Maybe Magic Sunballs is Magic Sunballs, but Magic Sunballs with ceremonial mask is Magic Fun Balls. And really, that is a lot of lightning on the screen. You're gonna be able to hit like you're gonna be able to hit every enemy in range every 2 seconds. Plus the Magic Sunballs, that's so much damage.
Yeah, that adds, I believe it's 3 bounces, is it not?
Yeah, 3 bounces.
So lightning normally bounces twice, but this makes it bounce 5 times. So each target
oh my goodness
has 5 bounces that it comes with, and look at all this damage coming out. And that's gonna be a 1-for-1 trade. Scree getting taken out, Tag gonna get taken out, and lots of numbers on the board here. Just abilities hitting, making contact. I think 9-Volt thought that was the real Leon. He thought he was the missile for the last hit. There's the real Leon, who might just get missile for the last hit. He's gonna get pounced away though. He's gonna look for it there. Nope, he's not gonna find a thing. He does hit one of those on Jambo, but Jambo is going to live with his life. Now 9volt is trying to keep his best to keep control of mid. He does need to be aware of his HP. Scree is not really in a position to try and contest. He's also going to take an airstrike that's going to do a decent amount of damage to him. Smeb plays a really, really good tech. That's an observation I've come to the conclusion of, like, throughout these matches of so far. Like, he plays a really, really nice Ted. But you know, it's very clean mechanics. He gets his stun packs in perfectly. He's not afraid to brawl. He's not afraid of 1v3 if he knows he can do it. And like right there, he dealt so much damage, and then 9volt goes in, picks up Badass Cutter. He is confident in his position. He's not afraid to take damage if it means he gets a kill. And like they're gonna try to find the black hole at the end of the pounce destination, but it's still gonna barely miss. Slevin's had the right idea there, but that was just kind of unfortunate. There's gonna be airstrike coming out, barely missing that. And Leon, see if he can bait anything, just walking by them. And yeah, he's not finding another triple kill yet. I would like to kind of see them more aggressive than totems. I'd like to see them kind of chuck the totems almost at the red team and then kind of go in and see what damage they can find. We need to see the silence coming out on the pinning, I think, relatively soon. I think that would actually be the biggest game changer here more than anything else.
I definitely agree. Like, silence is just so potent as well. You've only got one stage of it on Leon, but get two and get some silence on Penny as well, and you're just going to be able to stop pretty much everything the red team can do for a whole 3 seconds, which is really good. And it's on all of your bursts anyways, so it's not like you're putting it on a useless ability or on something arbitrary. You're putting it on your burst.
Back, but then gets tongued in and it almost gets collapsed on and sandwiched by Scree and Leon. He manages to get down to the bottom platform though, so he can just slip out while having them both on each side of him going down. And now he's going to jump back up, looking to see if he can get anyone baited. Maybe be like, oh, I can go kill 9volt. Then I think he wanted to hop behind them and charge him in the drip. But Basketchup is not going to fall for that. You know, he's been around the block. He knows the tricks. And they're just going to go pick up the Solar Boss, a little bit of XP in Solar. And they actually now have very marginally an XP lead. There's going to be a black hole. It's going to be a whiff. Scree is using both of his abilities on Joy's up top lane there. And it's not there for that team fight. Smab gonna go down, trying to chase that shotgun there, and yeah, not much really happening right now. There's gonna be a little bit of fight. Screen taking a tiny bit of damage. Black hole creating some space. Droid's gonna do some chip, and yeah, not much else really of note. Both teams playing pretty passively. Jambo gonna pounce, trying to dodge the airstrike, not gonna do it in time. He's gonna take some damage, gonna consume health resources, and things are going to go back to a state of neutrality, for example. We see Basketchup again just kind of totem stall blading the top lane. That's all he's kind of really done for the past few minutes, going really passive here, using that infamous Scree stall, waiting for the right moment. I definitely understand why. He wants the late game. He wants to be able to get Saw Blade damage, for example. But yeah. What are some of your other thoughts going on right now?
Just in general, it looks like the red team has kind of the area advantage right now, and that fully charged black hole is kind of scary. We see a lot of standard builds coming out. You got auto attack damage on Ted, regen like all across the board except for Scree, who's going for Starstorm Statue. He might still get regen though, I'm not sure. We see damage and not actually opting for that second stage of silence on Leon, which is usually the norm, but I feel like it would be good to stack with Penny's silence as well. Penny getting tons of damage, just needs to get Gun Penny with Cookie Monster Badge, and then Penny's just going to be OP, please nerf. And, well, Jimmy going for all the regen. It's a pretty standard amount of builds so far, with 9volt actually taking a lot of damage there, down to about 3 bars. Gonna have to be careful now. Gonna get that charge on the Pushkin, Danger Pins, but he's gonna get annihilated by the Pounce and the Tongue. Just gonna immediately just destroy him. All those stuns ain't nothing to mess with. And Smeb just coming down to this bottom lane, gonna try and get the airstrike. Is gonna hit Pushkin with it though. And well, he's got all that auto attack damage. You might try to put it to some good use here, but it looks like he's just going to be defending the top lane. The nice thing about having auto attack damage really early as Ted is you can kind of just spray your machine gun and kill everything, or just use your shotgun. But you want to conserve your shotgun shells and try to keep them for the team fights. And it's something that is a super nice addition, I'd like to mention, is the ability to see your shotgun shells when you don't have your shotgun out. It lets the enemy see it as well, sure, but it's so nice to be able to tell exactly how many shotgun shells you have instead of having to look at a little number on the bottom of your HUD. I got to admit that's a really nice change. And keeping track of your shotgun shells is really important because Smeb did not learn that, because he's going to go down as well as 9volt, getting 2 kills there. 2 kills going to the blue team here. That's going to be a huge advantage. They are pretty low, but Sentry's very hurt. Not going to pick up the kill, and Pushkin just barely, but the blue team should just be pushing both these towers, which they are doing now. Pushkin should be helping out on bottom, it looks like. going to be getting some melee swings on that
Whoa!
tower. And Slevins with the telefrag!
My dog, that was savage. He might pick up another kill. Nah, he's gonna get later before
he's just going to get just assassinated, cut in half.
Still, that was a really, really, really nice frag there. I liked that, man. That was juicy.
Well, juicy sentry frag.
But that's going to leave Leon. He is going to be defending 1v2, which is not a very good situation for Leon to be in. He's trying his best to contest. He's just going to push back and goes to half health. And Nightbolt really trying his best to find the frag there.
Almost actually killed him there. Pushkin got a little like a cocky there. But now Smeb's the one that's getting cocky. Going to go down. Pushkin very hurt, but he's in Viz right now. Baddest Ketchup is very hurt, but he's just going to be able to drop away off on that jump pad. 9volt thinking that Baddest Ketchup was going to be tricky and do some tricky juke there. No, Baddest Ketchup is going to do the League 9 thing and just jump straight up. Missiles. And now Jambo's going to go down to the missiles. 9volt's still getting the frags. No, he's done with dropping kills and like leaving people at 1 bar. He wants the blood. He wants to pick up those frags. He wants to secure the kills and get the money he needs in order to get that auto attack damage after he's bought pills and regen. He's got everything to stay alive. Now he needs the ability to stop the other team from staying alive. And right now he needs auto attack damage, I think, to really help with that. It's really going to help. Lux is also just really good against Leon in general. I think you can be stunned out of charge, sure, but the AoE is so nice to chase Leon with. It can make it quite easy. But oh, here's Pushkin gonna go in against 9volt. 9volt got the auto attacks, doing a good chunk of damage. We got Slevins trying to get the telefrag, is gonna miss it on Jambo though, and Baddest Ketchup and Pushkin staying safe, falling back. It looks like. And don't think that either team has really been paying too much attention to the solar bosses. Maybe it's been killed once or twice, but nobody's really bothering with that, which I feel like would be kind of a mistake because you got a Ted on one team and you've got a Scree on the other. They're both fantastic at just soloing that solar boss, so they should probably try to focus on that. But for now, Scree should focus on not dying, and it looks like that's, as soon as I said that, on cue, Baddest Ketchup was going to deal with that solar boss. Gonna kill that, get a nice juicy health bonus as well. There's the totem going in, gonna land in front of Slevin. Slevin's got a fully charged black hole, but the magic fun balls. It's going to just be so annoying. It's just, I mean, it's only like 60 damage, but it stacks up and it can be a real pain in the ass.
Well, Baddest Ketchup has the most damage in this match, 87,000. So
yeah,
it deals a lot. I mean, he's dealing more damage than a Ted and a Jimmy. That's how much damage he's doing. He's not actually in the 90,000 range. But yeah, he's doing an awesome job. Yeah,
I've gotten in the habit of having damage on numbers up when I'm casting now instead of having like kills and deaths because I don't want to be a Call of Duty kid. But yeah, you can see he's doing a ton of damage and he's getting the work done with that magic sunballs. But it doesn't matter because Pushkin's gonna get the kill on Slevins. Oh my God, so much crap on screen. Everybody's dead. Everybody's dead. Jambo getting the double kill with the pulse and pounce, gonna clean up the red team here. And just, they're all dead. That's a tower that's going to go down, potentially two. All the blue team has to do is clear bottom and just start pushing that tower. They still got a whole 10 seconds before they're back. Pushkin opting to push the top tower a bit, going to take a few bars off of that. Sentry is now back. He's got to be careful about that telefrag. He's going to run away now. Sentry's going to come in about 2 seconds here. There he is on the jump pad. And now that tower is going to go down as well, the bottom tower. So, really good turn of events for the blue team here. 2 towers down and doing a bit of damage to that back top tower as well. But now Baddest Ketchup in a bad spot, gonna get stuck in that black hole, take a ton of damage. Smeb going in with the stun pack and gonna try and get some done with the shotgun grenades as well, which he now has. And Starstorm statue, so plenty of damage on Smeb there. But 9volt, clearing top, Penny and Pushkin teleport back. Everybody's just going to buy upgrades, you know, get their fancy little trinkets and whatnot. And speaking of which, we've got a spare blade on Baddest Ketchup as well as Suitcase Monster. So you've got very big saw blades, and he got 2 of them. So that's not fun. And he's also got auto attack damage, as well as the magic sunballs. And that also increases the fork damage. So that is going to be real annoying, doing so much damage as well to the Slevins there before he can get out, but the black hole did do a bit of damage to Baddest Ketchup, but he is okay. He's got the totem back up in a couple of seconds here, doing whatever. Jambo's going to kill that solar boss, so we got Pushkin hanging out in the top lane, kind of just doing what Leon does, which is sitting around and waiting for initiation. And 9volt just kind of sitting on this top lane here, going for the auto attacks, trying to be cheeky, trying to drop down on someone maybe. Slevin's got that fully charged black hole, though. He's not going to get anyone in it, though. And there's the airstrike coming out as well. That is all of the red team's resources exhausted, but there's the nice danger pins. They're going to do a bit of damage to the entire blue team, but 9volt's going to have to back out before he loses that fight. And now the red team has all their abilities once again, but Slevin's going to wait for his teammates to get back. Well, the blue team is just going to get tons of poke with the gun penny and scree. But there's the telefrag, the silence as well is going to get caught in the black hole. Excellent teleport from Slevins, but can he get out alive as Pushkin is chasing him? Pushkin is going to back out though, but Jambo doing a lot of damage. Never underestimate Penny. But Slevin's going to fall back, and we got Jambo doing his own thing, looks like. And, well, not really too much else is happening. This is a nice little one for nothing there, but they're not really going to be able to get push off of that. They're going to get the droids pushed back a little bit, maybe get some ground. If they can pick up another frag, they might be able to take that top tower because they got plenty of push with Ted having all that damage and whatnot. But Slevin's going to go and fully charge Black Hole. He's going to get it on Pushkin. One airstrike will do it. No, Pushkin doesn't even take damage from Black Hole. He's able to sneak out from the top of it. 9-volt throwing out the missiles, but going to eat Pulse for his troubles, looks like. Slevin's got half health, but they're going to grab that health back. We got Pushkin going, and Smeb's really hurt, but so is Pushkin. Pushkin's got the Abyss, though. He's going to get caught in the black hole. He's going to go down, but Badass Ketchup is going to pick up the auto attack kill on Smeb. That might have just been fork damage, too. It was kind of hard to tell. Slevin's going to be able to get out alive, though, but that's a 1-for-1, with the droids actually doing about 3 bars of damage to that top tower on the blue team side there. Which is, never underestimate droids, but the top tower for the red team is not looking too good either, at about half health, and that'll be base exposure when that goes down. Slevin's going to take a lot of damage. He's silenced. He's got about a half-charge black hole. It's going to just catch droids and the totem. Not really much else happening. We're waiting for the next big initiation.
Yeah, it's really definitely at a point of neutrality here. Good moment to talk about the builds. Slevin's is going a bit more traditional. He's kind of going for the wacky stuff that Badass Ketchup likes to get. He's got auto attack, he's got silence, he's got night, then what do you call it? The spy watch, and just doing a really good job.
Here comes the death. Here comes the death. Oh my goodness!
Oh, but the revenge kill. Jimmy going in, seeing me by the double. He's trying to fight it. Oh, but Leon goes back to the lab, doing a back trace there. He
goes down anyways.
Leon does not win the matchup versus Jimmy for exactly that reason.
Oh, the black hole, the telefrag. No, Jambo just barely getting alive. 150 health. And now that turret is going to go down, though. There's the pulse. Oh, is he going to go for the danger pins? Is he going to get it? Oh, he gets the auto attack kill. Oh, that's huge for the red team right now. That is a huge stagger. Leon is still dropping, and Penny is going to be gone for a whole 20 seconds now, at least. And now we got Scree just getting back now. Scree is amazing at defending with that fork auto attack, though. So it's going to be impossible for the red team to really push against that. Just look at how much chaos that auto attack causes. Like when he fires, it's just like 3 lightning bolts just going and attacking everything. Look at it all; it's insane.
Yeah, it's really, really ridiculous, and it deals so much damage. You just see the lightning, like, way after Scree's, gone, just still bouncing between, like, two members of Samsung Galaxy. And it's just honestly hilarious to watch. It's one of those things that's, like, I can't believe that's actually, like, just still going. Like, even when you know what it does, you're still like, ugh, watching that. Looking at the builds, Penny has finally picked up the gun, finally picked up the Kooky badge, meaning amazing push. If they get another chance to push, they can take this game, but that's actually going to have to wait a second. They almost went on Jambo there while the blue team was preoccupied with the solo boss, but Jambo's going to get out. There's the double salt blade, lots of damage right there, and there's going to be a black hole catch right there. But he's got his little cute miniature saw blade that didn't deal any damage there. As the bad guy Pushkin on the wrong side of the map here, and dealing a lot of damage, but he might be able to get... There it was, the double saw, but in the meantime, Jambo going to get taken off by Slevins. But the totem! Oh my god!
Pushkin got the frag with Slevins. That's a 2-for-1, and they still have Badass Ketchup left. They lost their main pushing power because they don't have gun penny now. But Scree and Leon can still do a lot of damage. Leon's just pushing top here.
Turret. Leon's only a bad pusher if he can't get to the turret. He's getting to the turret right now, and Dylan wants.
I know, but that's the problem because you got a Ted as well, and that's gonna. And once Ted shows up, it's like Leon can't really stay in unless he wants to eat 400 damage to the face from every shotgun shell. So it's a little trickier for him to get in. But if you got the split pushing like that, it's a lot easier for Leon to actually get some pain in on that turret. And eating so much damage from that fork lightning there, just insane. And Badass Ketchup just trying to get a little bit of poke. I think are we seeing Tri-Missile? Yeah, we're seeing Micey in the Missile Factory.
Where's my Micey the next
going in?
Oh, they're going in, and that's gonna be it for again. Sentry barely getting out here, and now the blue team is just on the run. And Smeb just tries to deal as much damage as possible. There's gonna be the totem. 9-volt still wants to take as many fights as he can, and there's gonna be the Tri-Missile pickup between that and the actual just Avengers and Rocket Land upgrade, which is just applying damage there. That's actually going to be a very, very unexpected frag. Well, as much as he's making it work, I just wish I could see my cast Micey the Mech Pilot because it's like my favorite.
I love how we both really like Micey the Mech Pilot, and nobody ever buys it.
That is my favorite upgrade in the game, and this is, I think, the fourth time I've casted Jimmy today, and I've yet to see it once. It's such an entertaining upgrade, guys. Just big knockback stun pulse that you can do.
It's a massive knockback stun pulse. Like, it doesn't seem that big, but it's like bigger than like Derple's. What's it called? I forget the name of the upgrade, but you know when you get out of siege mode.
I think.
Yeah, something like that. But it's like a bigger AOE than that. And it's like the same size, if not a bit bigger than stun pack. So it's pretty insane. It can be really good because it's 125, so it's a good replacement because you don't buy many missile upgrades anyways. So there you go, go buy it.
They're gonna go in, and Badass might actually go down here, and they still have the black hole. They just landed all their things there. That was a really nice airstrike, and as soon as Smeb landed that, they're like, you know what, we should just force a fight, and they did it. And now they got base exposure. They're going in. They might be in there to win this. There is the first base push of the game as well. The Tri-Missile is dealing a lot of damage, and there comes that out. There comes the black hole, and then it's not going to catch anyone. It's going to go down to half. It's time to back up. And here's what I'm talking about. They needed to go, maybe hopefully bait someone towards that choke point. I've talked about before how dangerous that choke point is, but no one's going to chase them down. Ted already had the airstrike coming out, and just in case they did chase, and then he would have gotten the double kill and probably won the game. But the droids are going to... Jambo's preoccupied with droids at the moment, but the blue team just tries to defend the top. You see them going for that, trying to defend there. 9-Volt tries to push Jambo. Jambo just kind of casually floats around him. They're going to come out the jump out, not buying anything, and airstrike poke is going to be whipped. Badass Catcher trying to force a fight here. He's already used the totem. There's missiles. There's the stun pack. And there comes the Saw Blade, but he's getting out damaged here. We need to see a pulse. The pulse is going to be a whiff, but Pushkin still picks him up with the tongue, and Smev is going to take out Badass Ketchup. Lean in 2v2.
Oh, one shotgun shell probably would have killed Jambo there, but he couldn't land it. Didn't have the reaction times, the reaction speed. Smev can grab that health pack. We got Pushkin just kind of running away. Jambo's in, though. He's got full charges. He's got gun penny. He's got full health. He's ready, but Slevins has got a very, very dangerous black hole right there. Getting double cyanide cigarettes as well as microfilm. So that black hole, if fully charged, is going to do like 1100, 1200 damage. That is going to instantly kill anything, along with some auto attack shots and like an airstrike or something. Nothing will survive that. So Slevins is a very, very dangerous fight. You like to take, and if Slevins can get like a charged black hole or something by, say, just eating some poke from a gun penny or like a pull from Leon or saw blade from Scree, anything, and he throws it on two members of the blue team, the game is over, because that is so strong. And that's not a very well charged black hole, but it's going to catch Badass Ketchup and do about 400 damage, and that was only a quarter charge. 9-Volt going to pick up the auto attack kill onto Pushkin, and now all members of the blue team are stuck back in the red team's creep area, but that's it. But Jambo is by himself, low health. Slevins is chasing uncharged black hole. The red team is just going for the base, but Jambo's by himself. The gun penny, he has no pulse, he has no charges, but it's only 200 damage. Auto attack, it's over. That's it. Red team is going to take this set. Samsung Gamers is going to win the game. Or Samsung Galaxy, not Samsung Gamers. That's a good team name, though. But
yeah, you might just have convinced them to change their name now.
Samsung Gamers, Samsung Galaxy Gamers.
And you guys make fun of me for Kesnia.
Ugh.
Anyways, they are going to be winners and will be advancing to the playoffs. Unfortunately, Here to Lose put up incredible fights all 3 games. This was definitely the best set that we casted today, without question. But Samsung will be moving on to the playoff stream tomorrow. And with talking about what happened this match, they got a little bit greedy at a few points. Both comps were good, but blue team had some trouble killing the tanks late game. That kind of resulted as a result of their comps. I think I would have rather seen like full damage coming out of the Leon rather than the slow. In addition to that, that they just kind of picked some fights. Like when Leon thought he could assassinate Jimmy, but Jimmy just immediately lifestealed some heal onto Leon, that just did not go in his favor. But overall, they played well. I think Pushkin has an amazing Leon. I think it's better than his Ted, if I'm being perfectly honest. Played really well. Got that godlike triple. I still can't get over that, man. That was like the MVP play of all 3 matches. And if they had just played, I guess, a little bit more cautiously, found a few more cleaner fights, and tried to engage more off of silences, they could have won this. Sketchup also kind of while he was the big playmaker a lot and kind of went in first, setting up frags, there's also a few times he went in, just got caught by a black hole almost right away. So that, you know, there's two sides of that coin. But yeah, either way, Samsung will be moving on. Very great attempt from Here to Lose, and you're gonna see them in the playoffs tomorrow. And with that said, that is gonna conclude our stream for today. It's been an awesome series of matches that was really, really, really entertaining to cast. How many did we get through? We got through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sets, I believe.
Yeah, that was 5 full sets. We even had, and most of them were 2-game sets, but this one was a tiebreaker, and I think that was the only one of the stream. And it was fun to watch.
The first one, we and Nakata and versus Here to Lose.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
well,
they had to forfeit.
We weren't able to stream it because of the forfeit.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, pretty much. But anyways, some great matches. There were some pretty great moments, like the Roach Cake just going in as Clunk in the second set, and then we had the triple with like 1 auto attack slice from Leon in this set. There were some pretty great moments this stream, and that was only the qualifiers. And tomorrow, at the same time as this stream started, yeah, we've got the playoffs. We got the finals of the May Gathers, the second annual Gathers. Well, not annual.
Monthly.
But monthly, yeah. Annual's like yearly. But anyways, the second monthly Gathers, making this a regular thing. Don't be afraid to join for the next one that's coming up next month, which will probably be around the same time. But there'll be yes, third weekend of every month. Don't be afraid to sign up if you can get some friends together, even if you don't have that much competitive experience. Go to the Scrim portal, practice scrims, and yeah, we'll have some great matches for you tomorrow. All sorts of cool stuff. Have some really good teams playing for the grand prize of fancy new emblems that nobody has ever seen, and a $60 cash prize.
And definitely, and it's gonna be awesome. The new tournament medals, the matches again, they're casted live tomorrow. 4 teams qualified. It's terribly named team. That's Jazz, 123C, Lucapel, Triggerfinger, and Yolo. You got obviously Samsung Galaxy, that's Tempest, that's Suji, Smed, whatever he goes by now, Slevens, and 9-Bolt. You got Japan Disciples, that's Boldicoto, and that's Shiz, that's Paulo, that's Mr. Manager, and the 4th team is your winners of the April Gathers. It's Doo-Doo Demons, previously known as Coop Min, it's Ubi, Dave W, and Nikki. I gotta ask you, Brian, so you have those 4, who do you think is gonna take it home tomorrow?
Well, I mean, there's obviously some hope for the previous winners, who were Cute Men, but what's their team name now?
Doo-Doo Demons.
Oh my god.
Dave was like, he randomly messaged me, like, he told me to put him down for temporary name. I'm like, okay, if you don't give me your name by the time the game starts, I'm changing your name to Discovery Channel. And like last second, Nikki told me yesterday it was gonna be Doo-Doo Demons. And I'm like,
oh my god. I have that's pretty good. I have some faith in them winning it. You know what? Oh, I'm just gonna throw out. I have a request for someone if they ever make a team and need a team name. Find Liberal Arts. That should be your team name. Do it.
Inside jokes that I am not commentating on. This stream is over. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for checking it out. 12 p.m. Eastern. It's all gonna be live. See ya.